Good evening and welcome to El Mercado's 5th wine tasting. My name is Yuri and I'll be stepping in for Michael for tonight. And today we have Enrique Chavez from Hidalgo Imports. Now the first one that we will be tasting is the Estilo Grenache. Enrique?
Yes, Estilo Grenache is made of 75 years old Grenache grape growing in Calatayud. So he put this wine in an oak cask, new French oak, for 4 months, so that gives it more roundness to the taste of the wine. And it's a good everyday wine. It's a wine that you can share with friends and with appetizers. You don't have to have a full meal. It's great wine, and I hope you enjoy it.
Very delicious actually, because with this one you don't get that overly vanilla flavor that you usually get with some of the Spanish Grenaches. It has a grapefruit, but since it is an older vine, it gets a deeper flavor. The roots have to work a little deeper, so you get more of that earthiness to it. The next one that we do have right now is Liris Crianza, and this is going to be 100% Tempranillo, which loosely translated, Tempranillo is actually early ripening. Enrique?
Yeah. This Tempranillo is made in Ribera del Duero, which is in a little town called Burgos. It's 2 hours north from Madrid, and this wine, well, the winemaker here, the bodega is Viña Mambrilla, and he wants to use the 40 years old vines only. This wine is spent 14 months in oak, which is they use French and American oak, and 1 more year in the bottle before they release the wine. This is 2006 again. This wine just scored 91 points by Robert Parker, and it's a full body wine, but more elegant at the end.
Now our main focus for tonight's wine tasting actually is going to be the different styles of sherries that we're going to carry. And this first one right here is the Manzanilla La Gitana.
La Gitana, yeah. Well, this is one of the oldest wineries in the region. This, as you know, the sherry came from Spain, from one area in Andalusia. The sherries are made of the 3 different grapes. We have Palomino, Pedro Jimenez, and we have the Moscatel. This in particular, the Gitana, is made of a Palomino grape, and it's been in the Solera system for 5 years. Year by year, we take out some of the wine and we refill it with a new vintage, a new fresh wine. So we are allowed to take out 33% of the production of the wine to make every year different.
And now the flavor profile for this, I mean, you get that nice crisp acidity to it. As far as the aroma, you get that nice green apple. But then you get almost that salty, saline aftertaste. It's really delicious.
And in particular for La Gitana is the fact that we're very close to the sea. So that's why we get all this, which is very important.
Now, the next wine that we do have is the Napoleon Amontillado.
Well, the Napoleon Amontillado is actually the same Manzanilla, the same first sherry that we tried, but aging for a longer time. So the first difference you're going to notice in the wine is the color. So this wine spent 14 years in the Solera system. So that's why the color is deep, and so you see more structure to in the color. And it knows, you notice, it's going to be more almond, more nuts.
More of a nutty, exactly. I mean, off the bat, just from the aroma, you get that nice nutty, almond, almost pecan aromas. It's very delicious. Just from the deep color, you can tell it's a richer flavor, slightly different from the first sherry that we tried. And just overall delicious.
It's more refined.
More refined, exactly. More elegant. Now, the next sherry that we do have is the Ferron Oloroso, which is going to be actually a more oxidative style of the sherry, and it's going to be a little richer, a little more intense.
Right. Yeah, the fact that when we produce the other 2 sherries like Manzanilla and Amontillado, we use only the first press. With the Oloroso, we use the second press, so it makes a lot of difference. Because we're looking for a wine to get more intense with the color. We wait until it get more colorish, and then we wait until the wine gets more aromas and, like you say, more texture too. In particular, the Ferron for us will take us 19 years to produce.
Now, the next sherry that we do have is the Pedro Jimenez, the Triana. It's made from 100% Pedro Jimenez. This one is aged for 22 years.
22 years, yes.
So obviously, off the bat, you can tell it has a richer, more fuller flavor. And Enrique, if you'd like to take that away.
Yeah, this is, it's typical. The grape by itself is sweet, first and anything. Different than the rest of the sherry we've been tasting, because the grape we use in the other sherries are Palomino, which is a dry grape. This is a sweet grape by itself. So this one, like you say, this spent 22 years in the Solera system, and as you can see, it's deep in color. It's more dense. This one has 17% alcohol.
Okay.
And
Just from the side itself, it's a little more viscous. It has more texture, more body to it, which adds to that flavor that you want.
it's super aromatic, but it's fresh aroma,
Exactly.
fresh flowers.
You get that nice dried fruit, but you still get that little
some
floral
oranges.
orange, you know, the orange peel, the orange zest. It's beautiful wine. So this concludes our 5th wine tasting actually for today, and obviously we've had a lot of fun. We've had a great feedback on these sherries and the 2 wines from before. So on behalf of Enrique and myself and Mike, who's not here today, we'd like to bid you farewell, and hopefully you'll join us next time.
Thank you.
So guys, we're gonna start the brown bag blind tasting of the of the night for today.
Southern French Grenache.
Southern French.
Very fruity, overly fruity.
Any other guesses? We got New Zealand. We got Burgundy.
It's got a lot of red fruit. There's definitely ripe red raspberries.
Have you tasted?
I don't get Syrah. I get more. Cab.
It doesn't taste like
Yeah.
Publix Merlot, so nobody knows what it is. Right, exactly.
Sugar. Good soap, like the kind of soaps you want to buy.
Yeah.
Like good hand soaps from like Bath and Body Works or some shit.
You ready?
Yeah, I swung bottle caps on.
Cabernet Franc,
That's it.
product of Argentina. Thank you for joining us for our 5th wine tasting. Hopefully you guys were able to enjoy our video, and we'll see you next week.